In today's show, we're doing the latest Detroit Lions news for you folks. We're going to get into DJ Reader injury update on him, and it's positive news. Super excited to talk about that. Terrion Arnold getting high praise from wide receiver. Terrion Arnold, I'm telling you, I think we got a good one right there. Lions power rankings. Where does the national media, local media have the Lions after the victory over the Rams on Sunday Night Football? Lions, Bucs, we're going to get into the spread there, what to look forward a little bit. And L.A. Rams fans are extremely salty. Conspiracy theories talked about in this video. But before we start, make sure you go ahead and follow me on Twitter at MicroMike85. Really easy to do so. Follow me. Maybe you get some cool, fun stuff that I do throw in there sometimes. Let's get into injury update, and that's DJ Reader. Dan Campbell spoke to the media. He says, I think the plan was ultimately if we couldn't get DJ up last week or we just didn't feel like he was quite there, man, Tampa was always the target, Campbell said. So providing there's no setbacks, we would like to get him going this week. He looked pretty good in practice. Oh, that is fantastic news for our Detroit Lions. Having DJ Reader make his debut Sunday against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is ideal. We already 1-0. We need to have all hands on deck again against another playoff team from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I do think the defensive line will be much more impressive, not because just adding DJ Reader, which is going to make the defensive line better. Baker Mayfield is not going to throw the ball as fast as Matthew Stafford. And then adding DJ Reader, I think we can get some couple sacks, hopefully, in this game. That's what I like. On the current Lions roster, who is your favorite player? Hey, anyone it could be. Blow it up. Let's go ahead and jump into Terrion Arnold after his debut for the regular season going against Cooper Kupp. You know, a lot of people was, at least in my stream, saying he's a bust, he's terrible because he had the pass interference, the 2 penalties. A lot of people are upset about it. Again, that's extremely crazy to even say something like that, but I thought he played well besides, obviously, the pass interference in which young players are going to learn. Cooper Kupp says, yeah, you one of those ones. Let's talk about island players. He believes Terrion Arnold is going to be an island player, a player who is one of those guys making a significant difference for defense. It's hard to find one of those guys, and I do think Terrion Arnold is one of those guys. He's going to be a guy that's going to slowly develop and become a stud for the Lions defense. That's high praise from just a couple years ago. He had the proverbial triple crown for wide receiver stats and did what he did with Matthew Stafford during that Super Bowl run. That's high praise. And I like it because it's true. I want to talk to you about the sponsor of today's video. That's Game Time. They have killer deals, last-minute tickets, and lowest prices guaranteed. And they have their feature on there called Game Time Picks. Freaking epic. I love it. Always getting great deals. Best deals of the day, at least for your area, at least for me. I can go to now a game for $4 at the Whitecaps. Cheap deal. That's Game Time Picks. So you can stop stressing and start getting hyped for the fun that you're going to have. It is easy to find and buy tickets for any kind of event in your area. That's sporting events, concerts, comedy shows, or whatever. Their lowest price is guaranteed. That's the Game Time Guaranteed, which means you're always getting the best prices. And if you find tickets in the same area as section or less, Game Time's going to credit you 110% of the difference. You can get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, baseball, basketball, concerts, and more. And a middle screenshot, by the way, I think it's a fantastic feature of the app. It shows you where your seat is, and if you move the phone left or right, you can see the surrounding area like a 3D live photo. So download Game Time, plug in Chat Sports, and you're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Again, download Game Time. In the redeem code section, plug in Chat Sports, and you're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Terms of apply. You got to Crane County, got to be an email to save that money. The link is going to be in the comment section and description of this video, so if you're buying Lions tickets this year, make sure you're using Game Time. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets and lowest prices guaranteed. But what we can get into right now is the power rankings. Where are the Detroit Lions after the victory? Let's get into it right now. The Lions, second by Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated had the Detroit Lions winning the Super Bowl. They were on the cover of SI. And I do think that between first and fourth is where the Lions should be in the power rankings. So I agree with Sports Illustrated. I'm fine with a ranking of 2. There's teams still that are really good, right? You got the Kansas City Chiefs. I thought the 49ers played exceptional last night. So if you even wanted to put them above them right now, I'm not going to argue about it. I would put the Lions above, but again, I'm not going to argue when you're talking about 1 through 4. So Sports Illustrated sticking with their guns. CBS Sports HQ Pete Prisco, he moved them up from 7 to 4. Prisco was the guy who said that the Packers were going to win the division and they're the team to beat. What are your rankings? Power rankings 1 through 32. Let me know your power rankings in the comments below. Let's just continue on here. The Athletic that got them second. Seth, Athletic has been on the Lions bandwagon the whole time for a while. I have no problem being second there. ESPN sticking with third. Same with Yahoo Sports. Not much variation. Generally speaking, the only biggest variation here was CBS Sports, and that's why I brought them up more. But ESPN, Yahoo, and USA Today sitting at second as well. Not bad power rankings. They're pretty consistent on it. It's just CBS Sports HQ is inconsistent. We'll see if they tighten up on those polls. Let's continue on here and talk about the Lions and Bucs. And the spread right now for this game is 6 points. I believe it started at 6.5. It is at 6 points now. A couple players from the Bucs are not going to be playing in this game, and that affects the spread. Also, obviously, the Lions are at home, and the Bucs are coming to Ford Field. In all honesty, the Bucs, they defeated the Commanders this past Sunday, but I just think the Lions are even better than the Bucs. I think the Rams are better than the Buccaneers, to be perfectly clear. Baker Mayfield holds on the ball longer than Matthew Stafford, and this defensive line should be able to cook. And you've seen what happens, interceptions, right? And it's not a bad. I think it's going to be a tough game again, right? This is a playoff contending team, but I do think the Rams are a little bit better. Their defense is really good for the Bucs, top 10 defense. Their offense is good. I think they could be a top 10 offense. I just feel like the Lions are the better team overall. So if you're looking at the point spread and you're asking me to give an idea of what I think, 6 is about right. I would go 6. So the Lions defeated the Rams, 26-20. So I think I would take the over on that when it comes to that spread. That's what I would do right there. Let's get into some salty, interesting news from the LA Rams, and my goodness, they're saying that the Lions camouflaged their uniforms to match the end zone. That's why the Kirby Joseph interception occurred. This is ridiculous, man. First off, after the victory, the fans were saying that we're a dirty team because we were going for legs and all this. I watched the whole game. There was no dirty hits on there. Just being salty that they lost. And now we are purposely camouflaging our players for the end zone, even though our uniform has been the same color forever. And the end zone has been the same end zone forever. But we decided to do it now because the Rams lost. Wow. A lot of NFL stadiums do the same colors for their end zone as well as their team, but apparently the Lions are the ones doing this for camouflage purposes. Not because it was a bad pass thrown, Kirby Joseph seen it and caught it. No. It was because Matthew Stafford couldn't see through Kirby Joseph due to the camouflage. A player run around with a helmet, jersey on, number. Ay, ay, ay. That's some weird stuff going on right there, folks. I got a question for you. Who's your favorite player? Blow up the comments. Blow up the comments, your favorite player. Conspiracies. I get it. It sucks to lose a game, and if there's a little bit salt, there's a little bit salt, but it is what it is. We're not dirty. We didn't camouflage. Your team lost. Our team won. Guess what? If we would have lost, I wouldn't have said it's because you're dirty and you guys wore blue socks and you had a white jersey to camouflage. It is just utterly ridiculous, some of these things that come out and how the Lions operate. Give me a one-word reaction for this. We camouflaged. We're camouflaged. Ay. You can't, what Matt Derry say? You got to check it out. You can't spell a loss, or you can't spell Kelly without two L's, because we beat the Rams twice. I thought that was funny by Matt Derry. But look, guys, this is going to happen. Fans are going to be salty. They don't expect the Lions to be good. We know how it is. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the latest Detroit Lions news and rumors. Adios.